to walk out there and see our fans who hadn't left, I think really gave us a real lift to start the game, and particularly, you know, when you have 104,000 is a big deal, but I don't think there's any place else. Matter of fact, I know there's not any place else where there's 38,800 students at the game. So we don't take that lightly. We're very appreciative of that, and you know, it's what makes Texas A&M very unique, and also makes Kyle Field one of the great places to play in all the country. So I just want to thank everybody for that, and let's see if we can continue to raise those numbers and break a couple more records with attendance in the next couple of weeks. There are a lot of places out there that they're coming to see certain games or certain opponents. So I think that starts with our fans. I think that starts with, you know, like I said, 38,800 students. That doesn't happen a bunch of places. So for us, from a recruiting standpoint, it's not about the opponent. It's about every game in Kyle Field is a big game. And so we only have so many opportunities to get guys on campus. And, you know, when you have a venue like we have, and you have over 100,000 people, no matter who you play, it's never literally about the opponent, it's about us. So, you know, we get guys when we can get them, and we're very, very sensitive to high school schedules, to high school coaches, because they're playing for their team. You know, some coaches want them there Saturday mornings, you know, different times or different situations for us to get them here. You know, we got an 8 o'clock game this weekend. So it'll be easier for guys to play Friday night, meet with their team, and still be able to get here than, say, a 2:30 game, no matter who you play. So it's really about whenever we can get guys here to see the game day atmosphere when it's convenient and it doesn't really disrupt you know, their current high school schedule.
Right.
What has impressed you most about Coach Joseph and his time with you?
I think he spent a lot of time trying to really corral our secondary and make decisions. We've got a lot of pieces that that can play, but having to make decisions on leaving guys in one spot, trying to make them better, trying to create better eye discipline and discipline in our secondary is a big deal. You know, we cut a couple of guys loose the first game. I was pleased to see, even though, you know, people say, well, it was Lamar, but I thought we played a lot of guys in the secondary last week, and we didn't have those type of issues. This week, Rice will challenge us with play action pass and eye control, things that we did a poor job of a year ago. And so I think he's brought a toughness to our secondary. I think we're more physical. I think everybody can see that with tackling is better. And, you know, where we've got to make strides is being consistent. I've said it in the whole offseason. You know, we had to get better at safety. Our safety play needed to be better. Obviously, you know, the decision to start a true freshman is a big deal, particularly on the road. But Armani has risen to the challenge and has been pretty good. So to make those kind of decisions and get guys ready to play, I think he's brought a toughness to the secondary that we needed from a tackling standpoint, from a physicality standpoint, and I think they're getting better. You know, and you know, he's a good coach and a good recruiter too. It helps to have a New Orleans guy in here. He knows a little bit about. I always like those guys. You know, a lot of one-way streets in New Orleans, and I get turned around all the time. But I always like those guys that can drive around and just stop and go different places. And he's one of those guys. So you know, I think he's made some inroads, obviously, with guys there and in recruiting, and he's done a heck of a job with our secondary so far. And it's a work in progress. I mean, we've got. To take certain guys off the field is hard in that room. to put a young guy out there and get him ready to play the way he's played is hard, and then to mix all those guys up. You know, we've got a redshirt freshman, a true freshman, and then 2, 3, 4-year starters out there. So it's both ends of the spectrum, and some other guys that want to play. But you know, I think he's done a great job of managing that and keeping the expectation high for him.